Now let's take the next passage in the section of logical reasoning as we solve our mock Premier League. And let's see what will we do with this question. Okay, whether we'll hit a 6 or it's a 4 or it's a defensive question. So let's start. What is the author saying here? One of the most important challenges for Indian diplomacy in the subcontinent is to pursue neighbors that India is an opportunity and not a threat. Okay. So we are talking about Indian diplomacy. What is the challenge to them? To make our neighbors, which is Nepal, okay, Afghanistan, to make our neighbors Bangladesh to see India as an opportunity and not a threat. Okay, that's what the passage is talking about. So I get the first part of it. Far from feeling in any way besieged by India, they should be able to see it as an offering access to the vast market and the dynamic growing economy which would provide their own economics with far greater opportunities, right? So Bangladesh, Nepal, Afghanistan should see India as an opportunity. Sri Lanka, okay, they should see India as an opportunity where they find a big target group to sell their products, okay, which can increase their economies. That's what is being said here, okay. So offering access to vast market of India, okay, dynamic growing economy, right, which would provide their own economics, okay. So economics of your Nepal and Sri Lanka, they would get far better opportunities if they sell their product in Indian market. Okay, so they then see India as an opportunity rather than a threat. That's what author is trying to say. That's how Indian diplomacy should be, where we are making neighbors see us as an opportunity rather than threat. Okay, adding value to their economies with our economy. That's what is being said here. Far greater opportunities than more distant partners or even their own domestic market could provide, right? Even the domestic market of Nepal, Sri Lanka and Afghanistan does not provide them with the opportunity that India is providing them with. Okay, so that's how they should see India as an economic opportunity. That's how our diplomacy should be. Okay, that's what he's trying to say. This would go beyond economic benefits, as David Malin argues. Economic cooperation represents the easiest sell to various constituencies with the countries of the region. Okay, so this would go beyond economic cooperation. So you are helping them economically, but the benefits of this are beyond economics. Okay, that's what he's trying to say. Where this is to prove successful cooperation on a more divisive and sensitive issue such as terrorism, separatism, insurgency, religious fundamentalism, okay, ethnic strife, could be attempted with a greater chance of success. Okay, so India is a part of Shanghai Cooperation, India is a part of SAARC, South Asian Association for Regional Cooperation, and then there are neighbors which are there in the same organization as well. So when you help them economically, okay, the other issues which is related to terrorism, religious fundamentalism, they can be dealt with easily because the other countries are seeing you as an opportunity, as a friend. Okay, that's what actually India has done with Afghanistan. India has built dam there. India has helped them build bridges there, build their parliament, build cricket stadium there. So India is helping them economically, okay, which would help India to deal with the issues like terrorism, religious fundamentalism with a greater success, right? So that's what he's trying to say. India should help them economically, which will eventually help India to cater to other issues as well. Okay, winds of the change are blowing in South Asia. Okay, there is a definite consolidation of democracy in all the countries of region. So let it be your Nepal, let it be your Bangladesh, let it be your Sri Lanka, there is a consolidation of democracy. There is a definite democracy. Okay, it is not like every time the house of the parliament is being dissolved. Okay, there is a definite democracy that has been going on. In Nepal, it took years and years for the definite democracy, but now they have it. Okay, so when there is a stable government there is a greater chance that we might achieve this stability. Okay, that's what is being said. There is a definite consolidation of democracy in all the countries of region, every one of which has held election within the last 3 years. Okay, so there is no dissolution of the parliament house that is happening. There is more of stable democracy people are trusting the politicians and politicians are doing their work diligently. Some of our neighbors have made significant stride in surmounting the internal conflict and others are in the process of doing so. So some of the nations have already overcome their internal conflict and some are in the process of doing so. They is talking about like Sri Lanka, Nepal, who has overcome their internal conflict and now in the process of, and others are in the process of doing so, like Pakistan, Afghanistan are in the process of still resolving their internal conflict. If India has to fulfill its potential in the world, we have no choice but to live in peace with neighbors, right? If you have to fulfill our potential in the world, we are having such a huge population, which is nothing but a good target group to sell the products. So if we have to fulfill our potential to the world, we have to live in peace with neighbors. That's what is being said. In mutual security, harmony and cooperation is what we will have to live with our neighbors. Just as Nehru left Robert Frost immortal lines, miles to go before I sleep. So there is a lot that needs to be done. What Nehru is saying with respect to neighbors. So there is miles to go before I sleep. And on his beside table when he died, Shastri kept some lines of founder of Sikh faith, Guru Nanak Ji, on his desk. When translated into English, they read, "O Nanak, be tiny like grass." For other plants will wither away, but the grass will remain evergreen. That's what the suggestion they are giving to India. Be like a grass, so that you are always there. Other may vanish, but you are always there. Be helpful to others. Shastri was seen by many Indians of exalted ambition as a tiny man, but he has the mind and the heart of a giant, right? So having the mind and the heart of the giant, being tiny, his vision of peaceful coexistence with neighbors, through adopting the demanure, the modesty and the freshness of grass may well be the best way for India to ensure that its dreams remain evergreen in its own backyard. So this is just an example that is being said here. So India can be as tiny as grass, but it can help with its freshness, to give nutrition to the other plants that are there around him. So be as tiny as grass, but with your freshness you make others flourish around you. So that is what is being said. Indian diplomacy has to take proper measures so that we exist in peace with our neighbors. So for that, what you should do, you should give them economic opportunities. India should be seen as an opportunity, not a threat. So with economic cooperation, all these issues can easily be dealt with. And we also have stable democracy in our neighborhood. That would help us to achieve peaceful coexistence with our neighbors. We can achieve our full potential only when we are in peace with our neighbors. So that is what is being said here. Let's answer the question. So we understood the entire passage now very well. Let's answer the first question. So what is being given here? Let's understand that. As per the passage, which of the following is a challenge for India? So let's see this. What is given here? To develop an intimidating surrounding for its neighbor? No, we don't have to be intimidating. We have to be nourishing. We have to make them India see as an opportunity. So I will eliminate from this word only. India should not be intimidating. So this is wrong. Negative keyword you can call this to be. To manifest India as a land of opportunities. Exactly. This is what? Which of the following is a challenge for India? India wants to be seen as an opportunity and not a threat. But it is a challenge to do that. That's where Indian diplomacy has to be good. With its neighbor to make them see India as an opportunity. Rather than a threat. So to manifest India as a land of opportunities, that's a challenge for India. But that's what you have to do. So as per the passage, this is happening. Let's see the next one, just to be confirmed. To restrict the access of economic activities to its neighbor? No, you have to increase the access of economic activities to the neighbors. So that's what the passage, this is reverse. You have to increase the economic activities so that they see India as an opportunity to sell their products and to grow their economy. That's why. So not to restrict, but to increase. To propagate the practice of threatening, no, never. You don't have to threaten your neighbors. Okay, you have to give them appropriate opportunities so that they see India as a country who is nourishing their economy. Okay, you don't have to threaten them. Okay, so wrong. So clearly B is an answer. Okay, and there's a sixer for me because the rest of the options are so easy. Okay, I clearly know B is an option. I don't have any dilemma here that there can be any other option that is an answer. I clearly know B is an answer. So on this ball, you should hit a 6. What next? If India has to fulfill its potential in the world, we have no choice but to live in peace with our neighbors. Correct. In mutual security, harmony, and cooperation. This is what is being said by author. In context of the above statement, which of the following strengthens the argument? Okay, so strengthening the argument. In the previous passage, we saw weakening. Now we see strengthening. So, what if said will support what actually the author is saying? So, author is saying we should be in peace with our neighbors, give them economic opportunity. Thereby, we can solve the issue of mutual security, harmony, and cooperation. Okay, so what supports author here? Let's see that. Peace and prosperity cannot work in consonance. No, they can. Okay, they cannot work is no. This is actually weakening this. Okay, I want something that will strengthen it. India should assert its might over its neighbor. No, its might. Okay, which means you are threatening them that I am superpower, you should follow me, you should listen to me. No, you should make them feel secure and peace around. Okay, when they are talking to India or when they are involved in trade with India should not assert its might. So wrong again. Peaceful coexistence with neighbor is a key to India's stellar growth. Correct. Okay, that is what author is also saying. Peaceful coexistence with neighbor. Okay, giving them economic opportunity will help to address other issues as well with respect to terrorism and religious fundamentalism. That is what the author has said. Okay, that's what is being given here as well. As you can check it, there has to be a peaceful coexistence so that we can improve on these issues as well. Right, so this is what is actually strengthening author's argument. Author is also saying this argument is also saying this, that India should be peaceful with its neighbor. So this will support. Okay, if there is a debate, this argument will support what author is actually saying. So that is strengthening author's argument. India can offer myriad opportunities for its neighbor by working in seclusion. Negative keywords. Okay, you cannot work in seclusion. Seclusion means you are working alone. So if you are working alone, you are developing your economy. You are going to protectionism rather than globalization. Okay, you are not letting other countries' product to come into your country. You are working in seclusion, which is not what is recommended here. Okay, so this negative keyword tells me that this is again a wrong option. Okay, so D is wrong, B is wrong, A is wrong, C is the correct answer. Again, on this ball, I'll hit a 6 because the options are not that close by. I can clearly see C is an answer. Okay, no other option is confusing me with C. There is a negative keyword here and these are all weakening the argument. Okay, so I clearly know C is the answer. Okay, so you should hit 6 on this point. Let's see the next question on the same passage. Okay, so what is given here? Which of the following is a central theme of the above passage? The objective of attaining peaceful and coexistence and cooperation with the neighbor. Yes, that's what is being said in the passage, right? You have to be peaceful, coexist with your neighbor, cooperate with your neighbor, okay, so that you can be fulfilling your potential, right? That is what is being given here. So this looks like quite an answer. Let's see if anything else close to this. The dominance of India. Dominance, you don't have to dominate. Okay, negative keyword. Okay, so wrong. You don't have to dominate. You have to help them. Emergence of India as a global power. When did we talk about global power? We are talking about India and neighborhood. Okay, when did we talk India as a global power? Okay, out of scope. Okay, not related to the passage or the argument. Okay, so out of scope. Prioritizing the economic opportunities for India. No, India and neighborhood peaceful coexistence. Okay, again out of scope. We are not talking about economic opportunities in India. We are talking about giving neighbors in India the economic opportunity so that we can peacefully coexist with them. We are not just talking about economic opportunities in India, okay? So again, out of scope, not related to my passage. So two arguments are out of scope. One has a negative keyword, okay, which is dominance. You're not talking about dominance here. So clearly A is an answer, and this is again a sixer for me, okay, because I don't have to be confused with any other option. I know clearly A is an answer. There is no other option that is close to A. Okay, so on this ball also you should hit a 6. Next question on the same passage. Which of the following is a correct expression of author's opinion as stated in the passage? Okay, so what is the author opinion? We already know author's opinion. So let's see which of the option gives it the correct understanding of this. India should strive greater economic integration, okay, which should be politically and administratively feasible, looks like, okay, because he's talking about the diplomacy. Indian diplomacy is facing the challenges. What are the challenges? To make India see as an opportunity, not a threat. Okay, so most of our neighbors or some of our neighbors see India as a threat, okay, not an opportunity. That's where Indian diplomacy has to be good, by making them see India as an opportunity. Okay, so that's where they have to be good with their administration, as well as politically they will have to be good. Okay, they have to be part of Shanghai Cooperation, they have to be part of SAARC. Okay, they have to deal with the economic issues of the country and help them out by making them see India as an opportunity. Okay, so looks like yes, an author opinion. So for the time being, I see this as correct. Let's see the next option. If they are close to this, then I have a problem. Let's see. India can see borders as barriers. No, borders should not be barriers. Border areas as buffer zone. No. Gateways, no. All are wrong. Okay, India should not make itself and its border as a barrier. You should give opportunity to your neighbor. Okay, so clearly not the author's opinion. This is not what author is talking about. Author is not talking about making the borders as barriers. Author is talking about opening the borders for economic cooperation. Okay, making India see as an opportunity. So wrong. India's stellar economic growth is thwarting her own opportunities. No, again out of scope. Talking about India's economic growth. No, we are not talking about India's economic growth. We are talking about making neighbors being part of India's market and thereby helping them to explore the opportunities in India. Okay, so out of scope. Not related to the passage, not related to what exactly the author is trying to say. Then it is not India's interest to be generous. No, completely opposite. India should be generous. India's interest is to be generous to neighboring country, right? So all these three are completely taken out. So now I know A is the answer. Okay, so again on this ball I will hit a 6 because the rest of the options are very much easy to be eliminated. Okay, I can clearly see A is the answer. There is no other option that is coming close to it. In fact, they are completely opposite. Some are out of scope, some are negative keywords. Okay, so gone. Next, which of the following can be inferred from the passage? Okay, inference means after understanding what can you surely say from the passage, something that is not explicitly given but something that you understand from the passage. Okay, so let's see what can be inferred from the passage. There is no nexus between cooperative existence, no, and economic growth. There is actually a nexus between economic growth and cooperative existence, right? That's what author has said. If you help them with their economic growth, okay, it can lead to solving such issues as well. So there is a nexus between economic growth and the other issues, right? So this is opposite to what author is saying. So you cannot infer this. In fact, if it is being said there is a nexus, you take out this no, there is a nexus between this and this, yes, then this could have been an inference. Okay, but it is not the case. It is a no here. So gone. This cannot be the answer. This is opposite of what I inferred. Unless, let's see now the next option what is given here. Unless India becomes more self-centered. Okay, so this is a problem to me. Self-centered, no, India has to not be self-centered. India should not think more about itself only. India should think more about its neighborhood, okay? Helping their economy. So this is not what author is saying. Okay, this is again opposite of what author is saying. Okay, so not India is unlikely to develop a regional power. No, India should not be self-centered. Okay, first thing I know. So I know again this is not what author is trying to say. I cannot infer this. In fact, India should be more altruist, okay, in helping its neighbor, so that all of us can coexist peacefully. So opposite of this is actually an inference. Okay, so not. Then India can only become a great power if it works in isolation. Again, negative keyword. India should work with the neighbors and not in isolation. Right? So this is again opposite of what I infer. So clearly D has to be the answer. Let's check what is D saying. India cannot aspire to be a great power without the cooperation of neighbor. Correct. You need cooperation from neighbors, then only you can be a great power. So again, this is a sixer question for me, because the rest of the three options I can eliminate it quite easily. Okay, they don't pose any challenge to me. So this entire set I would call it as a sixer set. Okay, it's a very easy set if you are reading newspapers, if you are reading what India is doing with the neighborhood country. Even if you are prepared for your GK and you have seen international organization, SCO, SARC, ASEAN, how India is working with its neighborhood, what is India doing with Afghanistan, you should read and understand and answer this passage quite easily. Okay, so that's where it's a sixer question. On this ball, you should clearly hit a big 6.